In ancient China, there was a ferocious monster named Nian. It had long horns. It normally lived at the bottom of the ocean, but came to shore on New Year's Eve every year. It killed animals and hurt people. So, on New Year's Eve, people living in villages fled to mountains in fear of Nian's attack. One New Year's Eve, while the villagers were fleeing, an old outside beggar came to the village. He held a cane and a sack. He had long silver-colored beard and star-like bright eyes. All the villagers were busy with their own things. No one paid attention to the old beggar, except an old lady who gave the beggar some food and told him to go to the mountain for shelter. The old man smiled and said, "Please let me stay in your home for one night, and I will make the Nian monster go away." The old lady looked at the old man. He seemed unusual and courageous, but still she tried to persuade him to leave. The old beggar didn't say anything anymore and just smiled. So the old lady left. At midnight, Nian, the monster, came to the village. He sensed that the village was different this time. He saw a piece of red paper on the door of the old lady's house. Inside, candles were burning, and it was bright red. Nian stared at the house for a moment, shook his body, roared, and charged forward. When he was approaching the door, a loud, explosive sound suddenly erupted from the inside. Nian stopped and started to tremble. Actually, Nian was scared of bright light and loud, explosive sound. At that moment, the door opened. An old man dressed in a red robe walked out and laughed loudly. Nian was scared to death and fled in horror. The next day was the New Year's Day. The villagers returned to their homes. To their surprise, their houses were safe and untouched. At that moment, the old lady realized what had happened and told other villagers about the old beggar. All the villagers went to the old lady's home. They saw the red paper on the door. They heard the firecrackers, which were still rattling. They saw the red candles, which were still burning. The villagers were so happy that they put on new clothes to celebrate the New Year's Day. The happy news spread quickly and widely, and everybody knew how to scare away the monster Nian. Since then, on New Year's Eve, every family would light firecrackers, paste red papers on their doors, and hang red lanterns over their houses. This tradition finally became the most celebrated tradition in China.